Hey everybody, welcome to Danny's Views. This is my new channel. This is my wife Manisha.
Manisha Danny.
So this channel, as you can tell by the title, we're going to talk about the Tamil Nadu election from an American perspective. So mostly English lo dhaan pesa poren, but I'll mix in some Tamil also. And I feel like this channel is going to be a mix of Tamil people, Tamil Americans, and Tamil people abroad around the world. So அதுதான் எனக்கு main audience to பேசணும்னு தோணுது. So that's what this channel is for. So first, let me give a background about myself. Now I'm born and raised in the U.S. Born and raised in Houston, Texas my whole life. And my wife is born
நான் இந்தியால பிறந்தேன். இப்போ இவரை கல்யாணம் பண்ணிட்டு அமெரிக்கா வந்து 3 years ஆக போகுது.
So yeah, it's very interesting. நமக்கு like our meeting and our marriage and everything, நமக்கு different culture, everything, it's mixed. So
different thoughts, different taste.
And then the funny thing is, Manisha politics interest.
Politics சுத்தமா பிடிக்காது.
Politics பிடிக்காது. எதுமோ anything that's serious topics அவளுக்கு பிடிக்காது. So she's not into history or politics or even with the election, she only knows because of like social media and of course Vijay, he's a famous actor, so she knows that and those kind of things.
ஆமாம், அது மட்டும் இல்லாமல் நான் வந்துட்டு டிவி கேக்கு தான் சப்போர்ட் பண்ணேன். ஏன்னா அரைச்சமாவே அரைக்க வேண்டாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு புதுசாக எதையாச்சும் அதனால புதுசாக யாராச்சும் வந்தால் இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் நல்லா இருக்கும்ல. அதனால வந்துட்டு நான் சப்போர்ட் பண்ணேன்னு கிடையாது. விஜய் வந்துட்டு தளபதி விஜய் வின் பண்ணதும் ஸ்டோரி எல்லாம் போட்டுட்டு இருந்தேன், அவ்வளோதான் என்னோட சப்போர்ட். நான் ஓட்டு எதுவும் போடல. நான் எனக்கு வந்துட்டு ஓட்டர் ஐடி எல்லாமே வந்துட்டு தமிழ்நாட்டில் தான் இருக்கு. நான் ஓட் போடலை, ஏன்னா இங்கேருந்து போக முடியல, ஓட் போடுறதுக்கெல்லாம் போக முடியல. ஏன்னா 2 months முன்னாடி தான் நாங்கள் வந்துட்டு
இந்தியாவில் இருக்கும் போது நீ ஓட் பண்ணல.
ஆமாம்,
இதுவரையிலும்
நான் ஓட் பண்ணதில்லை. இதுதான் நான் இப்படி ஓட் பண்ணியிருந்தேன்னா இந்த எலெக்ஷன் தான் என்னோட செகண்ட் எலெக்ஷனாக இருந்திருக்கும். ஆனால் எனக்கு லாஸ்ட் டைமும் எனக்கு ஓட் பண்ணுற மாதிரி ஒரு சிச்சுவேஷன் அமையலை, இந்த வாட்டியும் எனக்கு அமையலை.
Now like I grew up always very interested in politics, and now I turned 18 a month before the 2008 election in America. So US every 2 years there's the main federal elections for Congress, and then every 4 years is for president, including the Congress. So I voted 2008, 2012, 2016. I think 2020 was the only year I did not vote, and then 2024 I voted also. So now I always grew up, okay, எனக்கு ஸ்கூலே பிடிக்கல. I don't know how many kids actually like school, I don't know, but I never really was interested in any subjects except for I think history, like US history, Texas history, world history, and then political science, social studies, geography.
ஐயா, உனக்கு வாக்குல சனி பம்பு இழுத்து அடி வாங்குற நேரம். நீ சும்மா இருந்தாலும் உன் வாய் சும்மா இருக்காது, உன் வாய் சும்மா இருந்தாலும் நீ சும்மா இருக்க மாட்ட, நீயும் வாய் சும்மா இருந்தாலும் இந்த ஊர் உன்னை சும்மா விடாது. உடம்ப பத்திரமா பாத்துக்க.
Those were the subjects I liked. I hated math. ஆனா இப்போ பார்த்தா எனக்கு job math தான். I work in finance, so I ended up going to school to college, and I got a bachelor's degree in accounting. Then I got my master's degree in business, MBA, concentrated in accounting. Then I worked in accounting. Now I'm working in finance.
எனக்கு வந்துட்டு சோஷியல்னாலே எனக்கு பிடிக்காது, சோஷியல் சப்ஜெக்டே எனக்கு பிடிக்காது. ஆனால் 10th 12th தானே நம்ம ஊரில் நல்ல ஒரு பெரிய ஒரு பப்ளிக் எக்ஸாம் இருக்கும். அதில் எனக்கு சோஷியலில் வந்துட்டு 94 out of 100 மார்க்ஸ் கிடச்சிச்சு.
Oh, எப்படி? Did you like memorize everything or something?
நான் எக்ஸாமுக்கு ஒரு 2 days முன்னாடி தான் படிப்பேன்.
நான் எக்ஸாம்ஸ்க்கு படிக்க மாட்டேன், except college.
எப்படியோ 94 மார்க்ஸ் கிடச்சிச்சு. அதுதான் எப்படின்னு என்னால் நம்ப முடியல. எனக்கு பிடிக்காத சப்ஜெக்ட் சோஷியல்.
The reason why I chose accounting was because I finished college everything ரொம்ப லேட்டா பண்ணிட்டேன் actually, because எனக்கு என்ன பண்ணணும்னு ஒரு பெரிய கன்ஃபியூஷன்ல இருந்தேன். first I was planning to major like political science and economics. Other study பண்ணிட்டு next என்ன பண்ணலாம்னு think பண்ணும்போது I was like, okay, அது படிச்சா I can only become like a teacher or further studies பண்ணிட்டு PhD பண்ணிட்டு I could be a professor or researcher or something. ஆனா எனக்கு புரிஞ்சிட்டு அந்த டைம்ல அந்த ஃபீல்ட்ல அவ்வளோ நல்ல ஜாப்ஸ் இருக்காது. And I had to be serious about life. I was thinking like, okay, how do I buy a house? How do I get married? How do I have a family? So that's why I ended up choosing accounting, because I know my best friend at the time, he became an accountant. So I thought, okay, எப்படியோ டேபிள் ஃபுட் டேபிளில் போடணும், right? அது வச்சு தான் பண்ண முடியும். So anyways, I went into it and then immediately நல்ல சக்ஸஸாக போயிட்டு. So I just kept going up and up, and இப்போ சீனியராக இருக்கேன் எனக்கு பொசிஷனில். So anyways, that's my background. In this video, I just wanted to give my perspective from America as an outsider watching Tamil Nadu politics. So now வந்து like Tamil Naduக்கு politics பற்றி அவ்வளோ தெரியல beginningல. இப்போ தான் I learned a lot.
ஆக்சுவலாக தமிழ்நாடோட பாலிடிக்ஸ் பற்றி பேசுறதுக்கு உங்களுக்கு ரைட்ஸே இல்லை.
Okay, so anyways, like I said, எனக்கு தமிழ்நாடு politics பத்தி அவ்வளோ தெரியாது. In the year that I'm learning because of this election cycle, and because இப்போ social media we are all connected, so we can all see what's happening and what's going on. So இப்போ தான் I learned some things, and I understood that, you know, DMK was the party in the ruling party for the past 10 years. அப்புறம் I knew about, what's his name, Udayanidhi Stalin. Udayanidhi Stalin. Okay. I knew about him because நான் நிறைய Tamil movies பார்ப்பேன், and so I've seen him in some Tamil movies, and he has some good funny movies. And I didn't know that his dad is the CM.
Oh, அப்படியா?
Yeah, on the timeline எனக்கு தெரியல. My parents told me, then that's how I knew, and I was shocked. You know, he does really good like comedy, and you know, நான் நினைச்சேன் ஒரு இந்தியாவில் ஒரு பாலிட்டிஷியனுக்கு சன்னாக இருந்தால் அந்த ஃபீல்டில் இருந்தால் மேபி ரெஸ்பெக்ட் இருக்காதுன்னு அது நான் நினச்சிட்டு இருந்தேன். But anyways, it turns out that was the case. Then that was good. So then I asked my parents, you know, கொஞ்சம் questions. I was like, okay, so what does DMK mean? What do they stand for? And the other things. Now, இப்போ வந்து we have, you know, Google AI. We have ChatGPT, so we can learn lots of things. And then நிறைய YouTube content creators இருக்காங்க too. So there's more opportunity to learn now. So because of that, I took time to learn because எனக்கு அது இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்காக இருந்தது. So anyways, so I heard about DMK, ADMK. Then I knew about Kerala's government. அவங்களுக்கு ruling party last, I don't know, 10 plus years was a communist party. I thought that was very interesting. Not shocked that in the end, you know, in America, communism na with a bad word madri. Socialism na with a bad word madri. Yana America history there was some like a World War I, I think, was against Russia. I think the Russia was a communist party. So you know that we are always pro-democracy, pro-capitalism, pro-free market. So Namaka worldview rumba different from India. And then once I learned more about Tamil Nadu politics, I was actually very impressed with how advanced thinking and forward thinking everybody in Tamil Nadu is, because I did not know that, you know, உங்களுக்கு secularism-na அது என்னதுன்னு உங்களுக்கு எப்படி தெரியும்னு I didn't think you guys would know. I thought something else. So it turns out, okay, no disrespect, but Tamil Nadu politics I think is pretty advanced and pretty forward thinking, and so I was impressed by that. And then I'm a big Vijay fan, obviously, because of the Tamil movies and
நான் தல fan.
Yeah, but இப்போ நீ?
நான் ஆல்வேஸ் தல ஃபேன் தான், ஆனால் வந்துட்டு விஜய் பிடிக்கும்.
உனக்கு மூவி ஆக்டர் நான் பிடிக்கும்.
தல ஃபேன், ஆனால் தளபதி பிடிக்கும். Tala fan, ana Talabadi supporter.
So the reason why I like Vijay a lot is because in his movies, he does comedy really well. Like, his chemistry with Vadivelu and Vivek, it's always, it's funny to watch. Anyways, that's besides the point. I mean, so I was already kind of biased towards liking Vijay as a movie actor. The politics world, you know, I talked to some people in my family and things like that, and they were like, "Oh, why is he running for CM? Like, first he should run for
MLA.
yeah, something smaller, right?" And I understand that too, like, because when you enter the politics world, in order to have some respect, you have to be like a knowledgeable person and an experienced person, especially to be the leader at the very top. That's the highest position in the state, right? So I kind of understood where they were coming from. But at the same time, I was thinking, you know, when you're a politician in a democracy, you are elected by the people. So nigga, what a public servant, madri. You are representing the people. People can interest da on the government lapono. So no matter what your background is, you can be a cab driver, you can be a tea shop owner, you can be a whatever, teacher, professor, doctor, engineer. Whatever your background is, your job and your role is to represent the people of the country and the people of the state and further their interest, right? So I was just thinking, like, you know, I think he deserves at least a chance to make his case. And I don't think people should immediate negative things. So now I think that's like you're disrespecting his support and TVK supporters. And I heard people saying things like, "Oh, imge alarm movie baitiyam, they are low educated, young people kavanam theriyadu." Apdiyalam pesumpodhu, that reminded me of some things that people say in U.S. politics about when young people are active in democracy and they participate in elections. You know, நிறைய people சொல்லுவாங்க, இங்க also நீங்க just சின்ன பசங்க, உங்களுக்கு என்ன தெரியும், like உங்களுக்கு லைஃப் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸே இல்லை, நீங்க இப்போ தான் காலேஜில் இருக்கீங்க, உங்களுக்கு என்ன தெரியும். அப்போ the mindset was young people are very idealistic and they're not practical. அவங்களுக்கு ரியாலிட்டி பற்றி அவ்வளோ தெரியாது, அவங்களுக்கு ஐடியாஸ் நல்லா தெரியும், ஆனால் அவங்களுக்கு என்ன மேபி மேரேஜ் ஆகலை, மேபி கிட்ஸ் இல்லை, மேபி ரியல் லைஃப் ஒர்க் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் இல்லை, அது எல்லாம் புரியுது. But still, I think sometimes as we get older, we get conditioned into believing certain things and thinking that everything has to be like this. It cannot be like the other way. There cannot be different backgrounds. You know, so we get conditioned and society kind of grooms us into thinking a certain way. So anyways, I was open to hearing what he had to say and seeing what was going to happen. Honestly, I don't even think TVK supporters could predict mudiyala, right? Because I remember talking to some people, like, at least namakku konjam seats kadacha, upon next time nama nalla panala, like that they were thinking. And then on the TV பார்க்கும்போது, on the election, the leading days, they were showing the exit polls. And யாருமே TVK pick பண்ணல win பண்ணதுக்கு, right? TVK exit polling ரொம்ப low-ஆ இருந்து, and only one poll, what a separate poll, I forgot the name of that poll, அவங்க மட்டும்தான் TVK win பண்ண போறாங்கன்னு predict பண்ணிட்டாங்க, and then based on the exit poll. So then that reminded me of the Adipati. Do you remember anything about that? Mm-hmm. Anyways, that reminded me of the U.S. elections in 2016, because 2016 was when Trump first ran for president, and most of America, yarume think panala he had a chance. So first, when the primary is not gone, then they pick the candidate, then the real election happens. All the polling was having Hillary Clinton, she was going to win. And everybody thought Trump was most famous for a TV show called Celebrity Apprentice. So he's like a celebrity also. Avrika won him like government experience, politics won him experience. He just came straight with lots of money and he decided to be a politician all of a sudden. And then எல்லாரும் shocked on like 2016 he won, and we were all shocked because the polling was against him. A lot of people were vocally against him, and then he won. So then that reminded me of this election, and I told family and friends and everybody that are interested in Tamil Nadu politics, I was like, I think நீங்க எல்லாரும் TVK underestimate பண்றீங்க, Vijay underestimate பண்றீங்க, young people underestimate பண்றீங்க, and social media underestimate பண்றீங்க. Because a lot of these people, and maybe they have Instagram, but அவங்க Instagramல அவ்வளோ active இருக்க மாட்டாங்க. Also, maybe they don't follow YouTube as closely as we follow YouTube, like our age generation and people. So they didn't see the growth that we were seeing. So anyways, நமக்கு I think, I mean, at least எனக்கு நான் அவ்வளோ surprised ஆகல, but I was a little bit surprised. So anyways, what I wanted to say was, I think Vijay and TVK winning is a sign that there's a few different factors, okay? Ruling party was DMK for 10 years, from my understanding. And in the time, நிறைய inflation இருக்கு worldwide. Everything's more expensive. The Strait of Hormuz closure, that's affecting India also. And so I think when there's lots of challenges that people are facing in their everyday life because things are expensive, அவங்க change தான் வேணும்னு இருக்கும். And the ruling party will always be like, they'll have a lower chance of winning again unless everything is going great. So, but what's shocking is a new party came and won, and it happened. Everybody has to accept it now. I mean, I don't think anybody wishes Vijay will fail. I think everybody's mostly wishing the best for him and wishing the best for TVK, as so we are, because if Tamil Nadu does well, that's good for everybody, right? So we are hoping for the best for them and excited to see what comes in the future. Okay, so anyways, let me come to the point of talking about Vijay and TVK's ruling. And I did a little bit of research. I told you guys, okay, இப்போ நான் அமெரிக்காவில் இருக்கேன், எனக்கு அமெரிக்கன் பாலிடிக்ஸ் தான் பற்றி நிறைய தெரியும். ஸோ யாரோ அமெரிக்கன் பாலிடிக்ஸ் அங்கே இருந்து பற்றி பேசினா எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் இரிட்டேஷனாக இருக்கும், லைக் அவங்களுக்கு என்ன தெரியும். பட் கொஞ்சம் open-minded-ஆக இருக்கணும் to hear what I have to say. So, but I thought, at least நான் கொஞ்சம் research பண்ணி பேசணும். ஏன்னா I shouldn't just say, oh, I'm a Vijay fan because I like his movies. That's not enough, right? That's not good. So I just did a little bit of research, and I just tried to see what are his main points that he talked about so far that he wants to emphasize in Tamil Nadu. And so one of the things was immediate public welfare and subsidies. எனக்கு புரிஞ்சு தமிழ்நாடுல நிறைய welfare already இருக்கு from DMK and all that. And so it sounds like he wants to increase that, which is good. Unfortunately, in America, everybody's against welfare and everybody's against government spending. So it's a very different politics there versus here. And then he wanted to focus on women's safety and infrastructure and things like that. So that's, of course, that's
அதுக்கப்புறமா
good.
வந்துட்டு இது டாஸ்மாக் எல்லாமே க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிட்டாரு.
Yeah, so then that's what's next here is it's saying cracking down on narcotics, drugs, and alcohol. I heard he closed lots of liquor shops, right? So
700 plus.
Yeah. இனி உங்களுக்கு சரக்கு வேணும்னு இருந்தா கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டமா இருக்கும்.
சரக்கு வேணும்னு இருந்தா பாண்டிச்சேரி இல்லைன்னா கோவா.
Really? No, I don't think it's that strict. But anyways, then he also mentioned financial accountability and transparency. Something about he mentioned DMK நிறைய debt இருக்கு, நிறைய loans எடுத்தாங்க, something like that. I don't know. So they're in a deficit. So I understand that. But this is what I care about. This is the last topic on this, and this is what I want to talk more about. And he said in English in his winning speech, he said, "This is a new era of secular social justice." And நான் when அது கேட்கும்போது நான் ரொம்ப ஷாக்டாக இருந்தேன். And I was like, wow, that's very wise words. very proper English, very like philosophical political thinking, and I was impressed. So I was like, okay, that's really good. I'm glad to hear that. And for those of you that don't know, I mean, secularism is kind of like, off the top of my head, what I know about secularism, it's keeping traditions, customs, religion, putting all that to the side and focusing on ideas that govern people and ideas that help society function best, and how people from different backgrounds can cooperate and work together to build a more efficient society. I think that's what secularism is. And then within that, social justice. And what that tells me is, no caste system, no class warfare, no thought process of upper, middle, lower class, and everybody just coming together for the common good. And that's a lot of the similar movement that's starting to happen here in the US because of inflation, because of financial trouble, and because of economic problems, because everything is more expensive now, but wages have not kept up with the cost of living. And I think a lot of people are struggling financially because of that. So that's where this movement from the left is coming, like, upon US politics, nama in the Iran war, already nama Afghanistan, like 20 years of war, upon we had Iraq. So Namaka people, now we're thinking, okay, Namaki Yapon help what is it? Ipon Namaka doctor pay we have to pay a lot of money out of pocket. We're already paying health insurance. Through the job we get the health insurance. We still have to pay monthly for that. Then we think about our educational loans. College lapon po the yalarm loan it's very expensive. So when the small minority on the left was speaking about, how can we improve education, healthcare, how can we have the government help us, because we are all paying taxes, but whenever we pay those taxes, we are not really seeing anything come back to help us. And then we are also seeing lately lots of infrastructure problems, like problems at airports, problems with the roads, with highways. And there's a lack of government investment to help those of us who are here in America. And instead, all that money is going to the military. It's going into things that we cannot control, and it's going to things that are not helping us. So there's a lot of frustration in America with that. And I'm very impressed, and I learned a lot from Tamil Nadu politics. It doesn't matter if you're a TVK supporter or a DMK supporter. Even in Kerala, you guys are a little bit more forward thinking and more progressive thinking people, and I'm very impressed with that. So I wish you all the best, and I hope Vijay stays true to his words and he follows through on those promises. CM Vijay. Talapati CM Vijay. Roll up basically compose the storage full. So anyways, what I was trying to say was, okay, I think there's reason for hope and excitement in India, and in the message mainly to my generation and the older generation, if I want the young people encourage politics to participate. Like, I don't want them to be like Americans madri think that means they should not feel disenfranchised, like nama pesana yarum keka matanga nama vote panana what a difference that's how democracy fails. People will start feeling like they'll feel like demotivated, and that's not good. So I'm glad that everybody is motivated and paying attention in India, and I hope that happens in all democracies around the world. I hope that happens in America also. And so that's what I wanted to say. And then to the older people and older generations, the future belongs to the younger generations, and this is the direction that they want for. And I think Ninga Yalaram on the decision to respect Panano, and you have to come to a place of understanding. Appadi vote Pananaga, the policy support Panaranga, TVK in the next 5 years, Yapdi govern Panapuranga, Adelam with a fair chance Kudukano. and serious and so that's my advice to you guys. And other than that, நான் இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் videos post பண்ண போறேன் about other topics like American politics and also about general philosophical things. hopefully it has some interest here. And உங்களுக்கு இந்த video பிடிச்சா please like and subscribe for more content, comment, support us.
தமிழ்ல சொல்லுங்களேன். இங்கிலீஷ் தெரியாதா? தேவையான அளவுக்கு தெரிஞ்சு வச்சிருக்கான். தமிழ்ல சொல்லுங்க.
உங்களுக்கு இந்த வீடியோ பிடிச்சா subscribe பண்ணுங்க, comment பண்ணுங்க, like போடுங்க,
support பண்ணுங்க.
அப்போ ஃபியூச்சர்ல இன்னும் நிறைய வரும்.
டாடா
டாடா பை.
டாடா பை.